Nigerian musician Paul Okoye, aka Rude Boy of the Psquare, has just gotten married. He had this, breakup with his first wife. I'm using the word first wife now, not because there is a second wife anyway, but you know what I mean. Um, the other woman said, I do not want to be part of this anymore. Too much cheating, and she moved their kids down to the US before declaring the divorce and the separation and all of that, the separation and divorce. And we saw some pictures of her hanging out with some dude here and there in the US. She said, it is over, it is over. If Mr. Paul Okoye wants to see their children, he needs to come over to the US. She decided on the US because that's where those kids are born. They have US citizenship. And she knows that for Paul Okoye to pay her in dollars, and also for Paul Okoye to meet up with his responsibility without argument and saying, I know people, I will not pay this, I will not pay that. For all of this to be what it should be, she decided to move over to the USA so that Paul Okoye will do what Paul Okoye needs to do. Now, there is this lady, very young. She's 23 years old. Ivy, that's her name. Ivy Ifeoma. Both of them have been in a relationship. In fact, Paul Okoye featured this lady back then in his song, Reason with me. If I no get today, I go get time tomorrow. Abi, you won't make her die. So, you know the song. You want me to buy, that kind of song. So that young girl was part of the music video, and people did not know that Paul Okoye was benching the benching. When I say people, I mean we did not know. Obviously, the wife knew that a lot of things were happening, and it might not just be with just this one, but somehow it seems Paul Okoye likes this 23-year-old Ivy. Ifeoma likes Ifeoma a lot. He has decided to tie the knot. Paul Okoye is 42 years of age. He has tied the knot with his 23 years of age in a traditional ceremony that was done quietly somewhere in Nigeria, of course, in the southeast of Nigeria. He did it codedly. We heard that she got pregnant, and there was a rumor back then that she's pregnant. That's how you expect it to be anyway. You cannot be with a 23-year-old girl, lady, and you expect her to just continue with you like that. She will definitely want to be pregnant, or you might want her to be pregnant for you. So you guys will rotate your life and do what you need to do. Paul Okoye, they've also the life, and they have acquired for themselves a lot, and they are still making good for themselves. Music might be out of the way, but the investment that the Psquare put down for themselves, it is something worth it. So for him to start a new family is not a big thing. He has investment in the US. I think he bought properties in the US back then. I don't know if he paid cash or it's on mortgage. I don't know. But the thing is that he can make money off these things and pay for the upkeep of his children in the US. And also have a life also, with his new wife, Ifeoma, in Nigeria or wherever they choose to be. Now, this marriage comes 3 years after the artist separated, like I said, from his first wife, Anita, with whom they have 3 children, with whom, both of them have 3 children, and Paul Okoye is on fire right now, but I see people saying 42, 23, like, oh, does age really matter, like the age difference? The thing is, for Paul Okoye to be with a woman of 30-something, there's a possibility that the woman would already have children. A huge possibility. I'm not saying that is what it is. There is a possibility that she will already have kids. And I don't think Paul Okoye wants to roll with a woman that has a child already. He wants a woman that has no children. So you will definitely find women who are single and do not have kids from that 20s, upwards, 20 to maybe, let's say, 30 now. Because when a woman gets to 30-year-old and she's not 40, and 23 is good anyway. 23 is good, 23 is good, 24 is good, 25 is good. if you get a woman of 30 something, she's more experienced than you at times. A woman of 35, 38, she's more experienced than you most of the time because she must have gone through several relationships. So her body is more experienced than you as a man. Her mind is more experienced than you as a man. That's the truth of it. She's more experienced because she has gone through different formation. So she has gathered experience. So when you see her beginning to manifest in your relationship, you might be, don't be caught unaware. That's the point. So 23 is okay. 23 is okay. Particularly, bearing in mind, that both of them had been in a relationship before now. They've been in a relationship like long time ago. Long time ago. So he has been in the life of this lady. And finally, Miss Anita, former Mrs. Rude Boy, has decided to move away. Like, I don't want to be part of this. So that's what it is. That's what it is. At least both of them have a life to live together. They have a life to live together. It's just 42. And by the time he's 60, she will also have aged finely. She would have also aged with lots of children. And maybe then she will now have to package herself when Mr. Paul, Mr. Rude Boy, is done, donning and tireding. You know what I mean? So that's it. They decide to do their thing quietly. Decide to do their thing quietly. The only thing people are saying is this, that they don't want to hear separation again. They do not want to hear separation again. But who has the final say? We don't have the final say. If both of them decide on separation again, let's say Paul Okoye, if Paul Okoye decides to do the doings that he used to do when he was with Anita, if he decides to, and it could also be that apart from once in a while women here and there, it could be that it is this Ifeoma that actually got the marriage separated. Like, Paul Okoye just cannot, and she's young. Apart from being young, maybe her physique is what Paul Okoye liked. That physique, like, yes, this is the kind of woman that I want in my life. Back then, when I wasn't that experienced or knowledgeable, or I didn't know what I wanted, or it's just that his choice of women shifted real fast, or Anita looked and appealed to him back then, but all of a sudden it felt like, okay, I'm not breaking the marriage, but I need to go for the type of things that I like. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe when Paul becomes 50, his taste will change again. I hope not.